now.
What do you mean?
Well, you arrived as a man, but I could see this massive, big, ginormous tail behind you, and I'm going, oh, hung in her pictures. Now I'm just in my imagination. So I'm watching this big, giant tail flip around behind you, like a cream, like a dirt, almost like a dirty cream, but not bad, with some flecks of gold or whatever. And this tail was waving around behind you, but you're the man. And I'm judging, going, oh, bloody hung, she's brought this in. Then I was ripped back from, miles away to observe us from that point of view. Oh, sorry, before that happened, and I tried to look, but I was a bit scared. Massive, big blob of light behind you. And when I saw that, I became aware that I had one behind me as well. And then I've gone, yeah, these are those pictures Hung sent. So then I got ripped out way back to have a look at us in this merged space, or like a bubble. And I saw we looked like little miniature humans, like ant size, like we hardly existed. But I saw these two massive blobs of light behind us. And then I went again. Yeah, I think it's Hung. Then I've gone, just open your heart, just let go of all those images this morning. And then I went, I don't want to see, I'm too frightened. And then I said, oh, this has to be private. This is embarrassing. And I said, have you got anything yet? And you said, yeah, it's X-rated. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just got it's private.
I would say X-rated because of the dragons. It was the two of them and the two of them. And it was very powerful. It was private. And it's
All
still
right.
going
So,
on.
so this is where I'm at. I'm aware of the essence or the energy of something. My human knows what it is, but my human doesn't really want to see it or look at it or something like that. From back here, like I've been shown, massive big energies behind us, which are also a part of us. And before we even came on, I was thinking about we've got to stop. And we were told weeks ago, they're not my anything. They're coming in almost claiming us. You make, we can't be making the mistake of taking ownership.
Right.
They're
We're
not
conduits.
my anything,
Conduits.
or well, I don't even know if we're conduits. I guess that's a word, but they're
The
there
one
as a
voice.
they're one of the multi-dimensional aspects. Yeah,
It's the one voice. It's not ours. What is
yeah.
ours is what we do in the moment, like this, and you run with it. That's ours. And it's X-rated.
Yeah, it's like fading in and out for me. Yeah, I feel like saying, I've got cleaning to do. We should do this tomorrow.
Do it now.
I know, but I'm here. I can feel these like little resistances popping up, looking for reasons why now's not the right time.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Mm.
I've got all these stories running about, they're all like little avoidance stories, like blocking it or stopping it, or I might invite in the cosmic seed atom and to send that out within it, letting go of all the stories, but acknowledging them, hearing them.
Well, you could, or you could tell the stories, speak them with no judgment.
If I try to bring it down to something, it's not the right word, but I don't know what the right word is. It's almost like
Mm. Mm.
out, or gosh, am I really
Am I really?
worthy, I guess? Or I know it's not the right word. My brain's searching for the right word.
Yes.
Is this really possible? Is this like, wow, the the level of this leap feels really scary? Or, all these little stories that are coming in, these little resistances, or my current truths, or whatever it is. But
You really don't have a choice. An hour later.
are you not getting anything?
Oh, yeah. The whole time.
So what's happening for you?
I'm, well, from my perspective, I'm merging with you like I've never had before without effort.
Did you ask if that was okay?
It just happened. It just happened. It's a natural progression. I mean, it just happened. I didn't try to make it happen. I heard everything you said. I felt everything you said. I saw it in different ways without judgment. It was just like, hmm, role reversal. Kind of felt like role reversal. Hmm. I felt it in my body from my root into my heart.
Odd.
Go ahead.
I want to kill them
Why?
because, okay, here's what I just experienced. And I'm sitting here like in absolute disbelief. Like, that's no, Hun, those pictures she sent has really ignited my imagination. Right. So I'm going, okay, just surrender. Just be there and join him. Just surrender. And then I became of the dragon, the dragon. I saw it as a dragon, spinning around that whole thing. And it was flying. And I was aware of flying, and I'm like, I don't think we're meant to be riding our dragons. And they're like, you're not. You are the dragon.
Hmm.
It was flying around and around in circles. just observing everything for a while first, getting a feel for it all, not rushing. And it is the color of my aqua blue, not green aqua, but the blue aqua.
Mhm.
It's that color, but it's lit up like lightning. It's got a metallic feel to it, and it is. Why am I talking? Just keep flying. Oh my God.
They keep flying. Yeah,
And I'm not on it. I'm within it.
you are it.
And it is the its eyes. I can see it through my own eyes. What is this? I'm getting a
It's
flash
you.
of color right there, and then I'm going, oh, its eyes, and I'm like, it's not its eyes. I'm seeing it from the inside. I can see the color of the eyes.
Think about it. Those that created it have to own all of it, and they've come back to bring it all into equilibrium. It's like a chain of DNA. You're a fucking dragon.
I'm feeling everything, Todd. I can feel my arms flap occasionally. One flap goes for miles.
Mm.
I can see, I can feel it all. You can feel all of it. You can feel myself flying in circles around you.
Can you feel my dragon?
No, I'm getting comfortable from here first. I'm
Yeah, I
getting
get that.
comfortable with myself. I'm getting comfortable with myself. The elegance of the elegance. I'm feeling into every part of my body. There's so many words, and I can't think of any at the moment. The elegance, the exquisiteness, the majesty of feel like a lizard, which is probably why I just about fainted when I cooked that lizard accidentally the other day. I can feel myself like I'm a lizard, like going,
Mm.
this was always meant to be the way. The reptilian came in
Yeah.
as a counterfeit frequency of that, which is why humans accepted it so quickly because they recognized some of the essence of it and thought it was the dragon.
Mm.
And where the reptilian had certainly had power and creativity and so many of those things, it was nothing compared to the dragon frequency. I just popped in a bit closer for a sniff.
For a sniff. Of what? Were you between my legs?
No, I came up and sniffed your neck really fast. I went, as I went through.
Yeah, take it slow.
Okay, well,
Take
I'm
it
happy to
slow.
take it. Really, I am. I
No, I
I just
saw I saw in the
I felt
beginning.
myself come in when
Uh,
no one was expecting it. I had your human distracted and mine, and my dragon went as it just went sped past your neck. It actually came in to sniff you, hopefully not to eat.
I
Oh
got no
God.
complaints either way. I'm eternal.
God, we're a funny old couple, aren't we? We do some crazy things.
This
All
is
right, let's
going
see what happens next.
this is going out.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had 12 dragons appear before me today, and then Hung sends me this thing right afterward. That first picture she sent of you, your intel about the dragons and the reptilians, which makes total sense. They
Yeah, they're
replicate.
saying, yeah, they tried to replicate and they were
Right.
able to infiltrate so easily because people partially, humans partly recognize the frequency, but it was just a replication. It was a copy. It
Yeah.
was a AI version.
Yeah.
And they were all about power and status and royalty and ownership and control and all that sort of stuff. Well, the dragons have all of that in purity and innocence.
Mm.
They have control, but for them, it's not control, it's creation
Hmm.
of unconditional love. So their intentions are pure. Like, yeah, you can understand the similarities were so close where they were able to infiltrate that easily, that quickly. Hmm. Okay, let's go back. I want to see what happened, what I thought of the sniff. I want to see what I thought of, what you smelt like.
All right.
I'm still just flying around now. I'm still just flying around, but I'm going to go back in and have a good look. Okay, so it's an alignment. Some lady just wrote a post that said it's one thing to experience this in dimension. When you have these experiences in the physical, it's a whole different ball game. And this reminds me of that. When I close my eyes and really open up and just become one with it, I can feel. I can I am it. I can feel my scales and my movements and my power and so they said to me, it's one of the multi-dimensional aspects, like merging in as a as a cellular memory remembrance code for the physical. And so weeks ago they told us that when the when the feminine principle and the masculine principle merges one, then the golden child is there, and then each one that opens up the that opens up the portal, the God, well, I can't talk. That opens up the alignment with the frequency of the, the dragon frequency essence. I just have to stop for a minute. I'm so distracted by how well my tail moves.
I'm fully in my dragon. Same sensations. I think there's something to it. I don't know how many people are, you know, connected like this, but I think what this is, the dragon energy is being embodied, and the dragon is the alpha and the omega. It created it. It's come back to bring it, the final part and to begin again. It's all one motion. The unweaving and the weaving.
Yeah, for me, I'm watching every now and again as I'm flying and I look out, what's going on over there. I see like a big circle of this incredible light busting through, and I almost feel like I'm on the other side of the veil, and the veil's getting more and more and more holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a metaphor, but I understand that color, like there's still a blanket in front of me. I've got more access to it now in the coming weeks and months or whatever. There'll be more and more and more of that available. Like it's like this is just the beginning, basically.
Mm.
These sparks of light, like portals, like opening. Aware that I'm going to come back over to you for another sniff, I guess. I don't know. I'm coming in for another close up. That's interesting.
What happened?
It's not sexual. I came in and almost like landed on your back. Well, leant over your back and have bit you on your right shoulder.
Well, Lisa wasn't my
Just
balls.
that might be coming. You be careful. I
Not if I got anything to do with it.
and I've bitten. I just okay. It just told me. I just want a little taste. I just want a little taste. Okay, so it's left.
Mm.
She's left, and she came in for a little taste. Came in for a sniff first. Now she's popped back down for a taste, and she's flying around again.
I get it.
Do you?
Yes, I
I just
do, because
I'm like,
it couldn't start the other way. So the energy is she's taking a sniff. She's going to come a little closer and a little closer, and she's going to fuck with him. And she might even bite his balls. And then the dance begins.
yeah. But I mean, the only thing you said, and it doesn't feel right to me in that point, was she's not doing it to fuck with him. She wants to be very, very sure.
Yeah, I'm just,
Like
well,
initially, it
yes.
was initially it was fear, and then she's gone. Hmm, I'm going to explore this type of thing.
Yeah.
It's not to fuck with him. It's she wants to be very sure. It's like she's like, this is how it works. You don't just run in. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just heard. You don't just run in there and open your legs and let that dragon fuck you. That's what I just heard. I'm so
is that my team talking to you? That's not the
I think
grandmothers. That's the
so. I
godfathers.
reckon it might be.
That's the 12 godfathers of the earth talking to you right there. No, don't get me wrong. When I said she fucks with you, what I meant in my urban US language is as she comes in more, it's she's gonna fuck with you to the level she likes you. And that's the catalyst. Like when it's that force of nature that won't go away. You know what I mean? From a man's perspective, from a masculine perspective.
Okay, from a dragon's perspective, it's like, does he smell right? Hmm. Yeah, okay. I'll go and have a little nibble, a little bite, or a little lick, and I just want to see what he tastes like, and I'll just see what that feels like.
A
I don't know
lick.
what's coming.
Keep
Mm.
going. Keep going. This is getting good. Keep going.
I've got no idea where this is going. None.
Just go. Go.
None at all.
Go.
My human's sitting here thinking, why would dragons do that? They would have to know. They would absolutely know what's going on here. But anyway,
As usual, when
okay.
it first started, I saw the way it ends. So just keep going.
I don't know if she's celebrating or if she's just showing off, or I don't know what she's doing, but she's practicing acrobatics now. She's not just flying in a circle. Like, she's doing, I don't know if she's going, oh my God, I really can fly. I want to play with this and see what this feels like. If she's, like birds do it, it's usually the other way around, showing you how clever she is, or if she's celebrating and going, wow, that didn't taste too bad. I'm going to play for a minute. I don't know why. I'm just
Ask
sharing
her.
what I'm
Ask her.
yeah.
She'll tell you.
God, these lights. Imagine a black blanket there, and somebody comes up and pokes a hole in it, and you can see this magnificent, like, new color
Mm,
behind it. And then
mm.
there's some, another hole gets poked in, and another, and eventually the blanket will disappear altogether. But there's all these holes and these incredible lights that colors.
Mm.
Oh, okay, okay. Now, I don't know how I know this, but I know this. She's just landed down in front of you, but it's not for long. It's not for long because she hasn't put her landing gear down. How do I know that? She's popped down, she's looking at you up close, and she's off again. She's left again. She's going flying again. So to see what you smell like, to see what you taste like,
Look like.
and to look into your eyes. I kept saying to see what you look like, but it was beyond that. She needed a close up, a really close up look in your eyes. But I loved it. She sort of landed, did this, and I knew her wings were already ready to take off again. So she's popped in for a quick close up look.
Keep going.
It's like watching a cartoon. I, we just found an incredible mountain, and I've just gone and landed on the mountain, at the top of a mountain somewhere. Oh, what the hell?
What? Just right.
This is so stupid. She's hungry and she wanted a quick toilet break. She's hungry and she's going, I have to address my needs. I can do all of this. I can do it all. I'm addressing my own needs, and yeah, I'm just having a quick couple of minute break and I'll head back there.
Does
Okay,
she?
so okay, so she just said it was to bring myself back into my own home briefly and just dream about the potential for a minute or two.
Mm.
Attend to my needs, but come back into my own space and think of it from a perspective, like to think of it, to visualize it, to dream about it. What does it feel like from over here? Okay, that's cool. I can accept that. Hmm. Okay, so she said I needed to be aware of my own feelings first. And yeah, I'm interested. I'm going back now for another look.
Hmm. Here we go.
These sparking lights that are happening, incredible. Like I can see them, like even like my eyes are closed. There's these. What did you say? Here we go for.
Keep going.
Right, she's coming in for landing, and her landing gear is getting ready. She's going to come and be before you. He said, you smelt good,
Mhm.
you tasted good, you look good. Okay, let's have a date. That type of thing. Energetically, she's coming in, she's about to land in front of you. Yeah, I feel I'm feeling inside the body. I'm being shown that the heart of a dragon is like a sonar. And so this is the feeling part. Does this feel? I don't know what a sonar looks like, but I think what I'm looking at is a sonar. It, it's like a column of light, and then there's a big round, almost like a disc that
Hmm.
stretches. There's a rows of all these big round discs.
That's sonar. Yeah.
Okay, so when your heart, when her heart, when the two dragon hearts merged, these these round sonars, like discs, lit up from the connection of the two hearts,
Yeah.
able to vibrate as one.
Yeah. It's like the call of the wild.
And for me, it was like the call of the cosmos.
Mm.
And okay, I'm being shown like the vertical line and the horizontal line is just another expansion or another copy of that. Well, sure, it reminds me, and I don't know what they're called, but like when you know we saw it, I think we might have seen it in that movie, Interstellar,
Hmm.
and there was these bowl sort of disc bowl things.
I don't know.
You know, you would expect NASA to have them. They put it out and they point it towards the skies, and it's meant to pick up sounds, sound
Right.
waves, frequencies.
Right.
This thing that's connected up between our hearts is like heaps of them all lined up, like they all operate and work together.
Like broadcasting signal.
Broadcast, yeah. And it's an well, it's this one voice that I've been talking about. It's this becoming becoming acutely aware to listening to your own language, which is the new human language communication. It's we're all really going to start listening to each other. Our old stories of, oh, that happened to me too, and that becomes irrelevant. We're all so keen and eager to be receiving the codes from each other, and they're picked up and broadcast out. through these frequencies. I cannot believe these lights that are going on, going off like. We sort of did some of this in the groups on Wednesday, finding that new channel, the frequency, the one that broadcasts that one voice.
Hmm.
Okay, so I've been told, okay, so you've ignited the smell, the taste, the feeling, the vibration, and the heart connection. Hmm. Wow. I've got something else again now that I'm watching. She is moving around your entire body. Touch. She's touching you, touching every part of you. She's like almost like slithering around your whole body to see if you are responsive to her touch. My human is just watching this happening, and then my human's gone, oh my God, I'm so grateful Hung's not here.
Show
Hung would be, oh,
message.
come on, just go and get a room. She, it's so interesting because I'm just still slithering all over you, touching everywhere I want to touch and, making sure every scale touches every one of your scales. And you're just standing there like, mm, in total acceptance of it. Um, there's almost like I respect what she's doing, but I know where we're going. Like, yeah, okay, I'm happy for her to do this. I understand the necessity, but it's not necessary. Your dragon's like is holding that stance. Why is she doing all this? We already know, type of thing. All right, but I respect you need to do it. I'm going to let you do it. And when can we get to the good bits?
These are the good bits.
there's almost like like you understand the honor in it. You recognize it for the choosing, the ritual, the ceremony that it is. His lights are amazing in my eyes. Okay, so I didn't talk for a minute there because I'm like, what is that? What is that? But she's laid down at your feet and allowing herself to have a little rest, like a sleep, at your feet. And it feels incredibly powerful. It's lights, and I'm watching you. You haven't moved. You haven't, oh, she's having a sleep. I'm going to have one too. You're standing there watching over her while she sleeps. These lights that are bursting through, and I'm seeing them in different ways now. It's like around me on the ground where I'm sleeping, and you're standing over me, watching me, almost like it feels like protecting me. Not that I'm in any danger, but like even all around me, there's holes that are blowing up in the ground, and this new light is just pouring through them as well. Really quite taken. I don't know what's more exciting, what I'm doing you or watching what the hell is going on with all these lights. It reminds me of the power of a volcano. You know, when a volcano is going to start, there's those signs first, the trickling of some lava or an explosion. It builds into something really massive.
Mm,
These lights through these holes almost feel like that, like it's light, but it's like it's lava that's just breaking through crust.
mm,
The crust is being broken away, the armor, the crust, the blockages, the veil, whatever we're going to call it, and this whole new light is there, ready, getting ready to be seen soon or something. But
mm,
okay, she's waking up now.
mm.
And she just went forward, and her left cheek scraped his left cheek and nuzzled her head into the crook of his shoulder. Okay, so I'm being shown a human that might look like very vulnerable and stuff like that, but this is more than that. It's almost like the signal of yes, yes, please, or yes, I accept, or it's yes, everything. This is so corny. It's like The Princess Bride, your favorite movie. It's a, dragon sex or dragon something, wondering what's going to happen now, and waiting, waiting, waiting. And before I didn't even see them, they left. They've gone flying together, right? She's here and he's there. So she's here and he flies immediately.
Mhm,
Not even alongside, but like this.
mhm.
She's flying and he's there. That's what I'm watching at the moment. And there's no trying. It's not even as if he's trying to follow her. They both know it. Like I watched them do a bit of acrobatics, and there was no communication or anything. It's just happening all organically. Do you know what it just reminded me of? You know the movie Avatar?
Yeah.
Those two characters, and they finally start flying and they go for their first fly together,
Yeah.
and everything just works. You know, it wasn't, no instruction or anything was needed. They just found their own groove and it just worked, you know, in the flying. Can't believe Hung hasn't messaged us.
Mm.
But let me tell you who has. Maddie and Gail.
Saying what?
I don't know.
Mm.
I haven't read it. I just opened the phone, and then I'm like, well, where's Hung?
Mm.
You know, we're here by ourselves. I wonder why. And then I went, yeah. Well, how did she not message us through this? I feel very strongly that we're meant to have a 5 minute break. I feel like that's ongoing for a bit.
All right. Pause.
Recording. While I was out there, I got, okay, that's all you're doing at the moment. You'll meet again, you know, tomorrow, the next day, whenever, to continue on. That's it. There's some integration time needed.
Yeah, I got that too. It's when I got up, it all hit me. I'm like, that shit really happened. I mean, I experienced it in my own way, but listening and experiencing it was the same thing. I was seeing more every time you said something. I could see, and sometimes I could see it before it was happening, but it kind of went off the rails when she licked me behind the ear. like, like, what was
It
that?
was here. It was at the top of your shoulder. I gave you a tiny nip there,
Mm.
and it wasn't to cut or anything. It was, you know, to get a like an internal lick and go, how's that? Yeah, that's not bad. All right, I'm going to go in and, you know, oh, first was a sniff, then a lick. Then I came down for a look to look into the soul of the dragon. Then I came in to feel the vibration, got a shock to see all these multi-layered sonars get set up between, you know, when the heart, that took a while. I felt it happened in my own first. I felt my own heart and became aware it's a sonar. And then these frequencies, like in waves, ripples, went out, met in with you, and then the two dragon hearts became one. And then it was okay. I'm going to surrender to this and sleep at his feet. And even though I was asleep, I was aware that you went, no, I'm going to not hold the space, watch her. I'm going to watch
Hmm.
this.
Right.
And then I didn't see it happen, but the next thing I saw was both of us flying around. You know, every move, there was no discussion or anything. It was just like a movement of oneness.
Mm.
And okay, nothing's happening. We must need a break. And as soon as I went down and sat down, I went, yeah, that's it. That's it for now. Like, but I don't understand it all. And they said, you'll meet again tomorrow, and you're very likely to meet again the next day, you know, to continue it on. But for the humans, an integration period is needed.
No
And the
shit.
whole time, I'm like,
Mm.
part of my humor is going, I must be imagining all this. It's the dragon photos that Hung sent this morning. But considering she's been to almost all of our sessions in the physical or dimensionally or what in one way or another, why isn't she at this one? No, actually, right, not here.
She's probably feeling the energy in all pores, vomiting over the toilet. Like, what the hell are y'all up to? You heard her. I put that quote, that comment up. She put, "Yeah, I'd tap that ass."
I don't even know what that means. But anyway, tap me on the shoulder.
No, no, it's a high compliment, the highest.
Well, I mean, I don't need to accept it because it doesn't even look like me, really. It's
Mm,
young,
it looks like
young,
you. It
pure, feminine.
captures you, and the rest will come. She's doing a series. She's tapped in. She's capturing the current intel in her own way through her
Yeah.
own, yeah. So, like, just like that first one she did, that like 6-year-old girl. Yeah, it didn't look exactly like you, but there was something about it. And then for me, it was the old man. Now they're coming in. She's onto something.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a
She has
pattern.
been from the very.
It's a new
Yeah,
pattern for all of us. It's setting precedents. It's setting new, not standards, but like new horizons or something. I don't know.
co-creation, like true co-creation or a
Yeah,
new frequency of co-creation,
yeah,
unified conscious co-creation, a new frequency of unified conscious co-creation. Yeah.
yeah. Like it's like a viral inspirational frequency. It just one shines, the next shines, one triad, the next, just like Beth and Gail and Maddie, right? I mean, that's the sonar. It goes and beep, beep, goes out.
I saw the waves, the circles, from my heart, feeling that first and going, wow, God, this feels amazing. This is the dragon frequency that's now in this moment aligned with my own human heart. And then it started sending a signal out in a circle and another circle and another circle. And it was gently merging in with your circles. And then we hit a point and the two hearts aligned. And then all these discs lined up. It's like, whoa. Yeah, that was
Now they're on their honeymoon.
they might be. They might be actually on a honeymoon. They're certainly flying together in perfection. Like I would have expected that he might, bump into a cloud and trip over and fall or something like that, but he's not. Do you know what I mean? I would have expected some sort of learning or let's get used to each other, whatever, but they're right there aligned, flying together almost as one.
As one.
Oh, I'm getting all this information. It's like, and this is what real life is like. Have a look. What does he look like? What does he smell like? What does he taste like? Can he kiss? Is he going to pay for my dinner? There's all these little initiations, like little tests that you set up. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can fly together. Let's see if there's a heart connection. It was interesting. It was like part of me knew this works similar to chemistry, when a couple meet and consciously or unconsciously, there are these little initiations. You go, he wants to ask you out for dinner, and some are like, no. And other
Mm-hmm.
times it's like, what he smells like or sounds like. Does he listen? How's he going to respond? Is he present? There's these little unconscious or conscious initiations. And then you go out for dinner. Can you actually dance together? And this is like the dragons have just had their first date and they're off to see if they can dance together.
Hmm.
She likes to look at him. She likes the feel of him. She likes the smell of him. She likes the taste of him. She likes his vibration. She likes his heart frequency.
I'd say the writing's on the wall.
My mind goes, they would know. Dragon frequencies would absolutely know. And as I've said, that of course they do. They want to see if the humans know. Can the humans align? So it plays out through the dragons to see if the humans can actually align with that
Bingo.
frequency. I'm so
Bingo.
dumb.
It's like
That was one of my questions all the way through. Why would a dragon need to? They would just know. Surely they would just know.
it's all showing us all of the connections, but this is the dragons are, like I said, the alpha omega, but all of them have been showing us ourselves through that part of ourselves eyes. It's all us, but this is different. This is, to me, because well, for me, my own truth, I know what created Mother Earth, like what created it. And you have to own everything from that point. And now we've come back.
So they're showing me that it's like swans mate for life. There's sets of birds that are together for life. And they go through it all as well. They might not do it through human thought like humans do, but there are these, and they hit that knowing. But there's been all these initiate, like the peacock does all these feather thing to try to impress the
Mm.
peahen. It's sending out the frequency. It's like, it's and even though it might have looked like she was testing him, she was testing herself. Is this everything that I want? Is this dragon? I want him to taste right and smell right and feel right and feel
Mhm.
safe when I'm sleeping, all this sort of stuff. It's not really even for him, it's for her.
It's
This
also
is go on, it's also what?
um I don't know. A smaller version of the whole thing.
The only version of the whole
The
thing.
human thing. Like it's not only
Yeah,
is are you seeing this through the eyes? Can you see this? But also seeing what, and again, what's the code behind us? What's the code before us? Um, it kind of describes you. I could put it that way.
I think it actually describes the feminine aspect. I'm pretty sure that's my dream. He looks pretty impressive, but I'm going to stand in my power and do all the initiations or tests that I want because I'm going to be 100% sure.
Yeah. And that's the part I was talking about. The last part that comes in. When everything's set and everything's right, masculine, golden child energy, you know, she's already there. And then she supplies the new egg, basically. And it continues.
Well, the truth is that the real truth is that they birthed it together.
Mm. Yes. Yeah.
It might have looked like it came from her, but it was through their pure innocence and love and frequency for each other that it burst together. It reminds me of the Sology tree. Do you
Mm.
remember what you were doing when that happened? We were 100% there together.
Mm.
I've been, I've been hearing, and I don't know what it looks like yet. And where did I hear it from? I heard it from the women, and I heard it from the men. The women said, this yoni stuff has been fantastic, but we'd really love to, the men to be here now. Then when the men said it, it was like, whoa, yes, I think that's the next step. Let's wind up these groups now and bring 6 men and 6 women together and ignite all that with both sexes present next. I don't know what that looks like yet, but that's what I'm doing. We've got the last Universe groups tonight and tomorrow. It just feels like, okay, finalize that, tie up all loose ends, get that finalized, and then this is the next step. The masculine and the feminine together working as one unified field of consciousness.
Hmm.
In relationships or not. In fact, not in relationships would be even better, really. But these, yeah, two frequencies coming in with no agendas, no attachments, and just saying, what does creation look like when everyone remembers that in truth, none of it would exist, without all parts.
Yeah. It's like a conscious, intentional expansion of what's occurred within us. This is what we're going to see. We're going to see physical projections of that sonar. So, any way, anything like that in any form is anchoring, basically. Accepting, inviting, activating, whatever. Yeah.
I just saw another vision.
Hmm.
I saw that mountain that I went to,
Mm-hmm.
going to break and to eat. I saw you laying there in that space and me sitting next to you now, awake.
Let me show you my home. Well, they didn't show you what happened before that. You warned me out.
What a bizarre session.
Not really. No.
My human must be getting it because I'm sitting here thinking he does taste good. Oh my God, he smells good. Most of the time.
Yeah, this dragon energy is going to be affecting everyone in couples, big time.
Everyone.
Anything. Oh yeah, that's what I said,
Yeah.
everyone, but couples. I mean, because it is, that element of us, that consciousness created this in the physical matter, and that's the basis of it was the two, the three, but so I can see, and we know the dragon is like Kelly. It's pure and just blows everything out. So there might be some more shakeups and breakups. It won't be us, but it's not fucking around. And we're already evidently either on our honeymoon or about to be.
I'm about to go into quarantine today,
Mm-hmm.
although I didn't suffer any of that, did I? I actually
14.
didn't suffer any of that quarantine. I mean, I was flat out busy the whole time. So even though I was locked up, it wasn't a locked up of suffering.
Yeah, but it was 14 days. And back in the day, in the old paradigm, a copy is a copy, these sequences would occur for 14 days. Now, they've already told us we're going to meet 2 more times. So you could
So
say
that's
it's in.
the third, that would take us through to the 3rd of May. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all right.
Do you feel done?
Hour 45. Yeah, I'm getting there. Coffee's gone. That was a double.
No, we
Huh?
didn't start quarter past, so an hour and a half.
Is that all? Jesus Christ. When I got up, I felt it. I was like, holy shit. No, it's huge. And they told me they're not going away. This energy is not going away. It's us. And it screams of creativity, purity, creativity, building. Um, but we can get to that, down the road.
Feels like a new frequency that's been made available for humanity.
Mm, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I wonder how many, just out of curiosity, you know what I mean? Like, that's really powerful. This is really powerful. Like, even if you look at the synchronicities today with the dragons, and even last night when we talked to Hung, my last night, um, and her whole thing, just falling into the dragon thing and Rick Jewers's dragon, and it's all showing us, and so it's a powerful, powerful, um, and they told me they're not going away, so that means that's us. When you said I can feel myself, I could see you. I could see you flapping, you know.
I could feel my arms moving, and I'm
Mm.
like, I'm going to crash. And they're like, no,
Well,
the grace, one flap is going to take you miles. You're not going to
yeah.
fall out of the sky.
And
My human was still very much there going, what the hell is going on here?
I was basically sitting and watching you, just watching everything you were talking about. And the first thing that happened was I saw your tongue. Like it came out like, I said, damn, she's got a long tongue. I mean, I didn't mean that in any way. That's the first thing I saw. You're like coming by me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of code in that. And I'm sure my body's going to feel it because I can already feel it. I drank 4 coconut waters and 1 water.
I
This
can
one,
feel it through my feelings and emotions at the
mm,
moment more than my body. As I was going through it, I could feel stuff in my body, but now
mm,
it's like my feelings and emotions are deep in the experience of it.
what's for the human? It's intelligence for the human. And it's funny because it shows you the story. You said it's the feminine. Well, of course it is, but you're embodied that. And then it's telling you, me, hey, wake up. This is real. Dragons don't fuck around. We know that. So us flying in synchronicity and innately, the way it unfolded, yeah, we're
I
definitely going to
think
see
all
this.
the other times that they've come in, all the other times they've come in and merged with us have always just been in sexual experiences, haven't they?
Yeah, but they were more external. This is an embodiment, and there'll be at least there'll be 2 more episodes. There definitely will be 2 more episodes. I guarantee it. I know it, and I'm sure it's going to be in this whatever 14-day period or 5-day period or whatever it is.
My understanding is it's there's every chance it might be in the next 2 days.
I better eat some protein.
So I'm hearing that the dragon, the male dragon, just sat there because of all the other species. It's the except for humans, it's mm, um, the male animals or birds or lizards or insects or whatever that are trying to entice the female. You think about what's that? Is it a praying mantis? He comes along, does all this fancy dancing and everything. She fucks him and then eats him. But the dragon energy knew there was nothing he had to do. Nothing. His presence would speak for itself.
Exactly.
But that was funny when I came in and bit your shoulder. I'm like, God, don't let me eat him. I wouldn't like to eat him. I'm with you. I think there was a lot more code in that. And it feels like it'll be expanding for hours.
Yeah. Yeah. There's all kinds of information. I mean, as a witness, as a experiencer, human, multi-dimensional dragon. Like just in one part, I saw what I was everything the dragon was. Everything it meant. I saw the dolphins and the whales. It was all part of it. It all came from the dragon. Fish, the aquatic, the elemental, even the humanoid. Hmm.
I think Hung yesterday said that the dragons were the gatekeepers of something. Do you remember what she said?
The earth dragons.
The earth dragons, that's right. The earth dragons
The
were the
earth
gate.
the earth dragons. Yeah. They're yeah. Like I'm saying, like the alpha and omega. She said it differently, but and the fact that she said, the dragon lady said that you can only ride earth dragons. So our dragons are they are earth dragons. I mean, I'm sure we have other
I wasn't I wasn't riding a dragon. I
Mm,
was within I was a part of the dragon.
right, right.
I was looking at the color of the dragon's eyes through my eyes from the back.
Mm,
I was a part of it or within it or something. I wasn't riding it. I
right,
think she
right,
said yes, like dragons don't let you ride them except the earth dragons.
right. I'm just saying what I think the dragons we're seeing are earth dragons, whether it's us inside the dragon or 12 dragons outside. I mean, these are the earth dragons. They're not leaving. We are those dragons. And there's a whole uh, another like monad system with these dragons, just like everything else, but it's huge. It's a huge web or a huge network.
Yeah, a network
Mhm.
and a network of frequencies.
And it has to be just like the sonar. That's how it operates. It's like the heart uh, field, uh, electromagnetic field or whatever, but it's fucking dragon. Like it's huge. So if you and I are picking up on it, Hung's picking up on it and documenting it, other people are getting it. It's there and it's explosive and it's fast.
I think about the amount of people that have been putting up pictures of specifically white dragons for about 2 months now. Do you
Mm,
remember them? Like one after another, then, and that
mm,
was pretty much the same time that Hung created those original ones for us. And at the same time, she was creating them for all of her family, but her family grew up as a dragon family. I mean, they just, she was saying yesterday, some people are born with it and some people have to earn it.
mm. Yeah.
She's one of those people that were born with those codes.
Yeah. It's like some people that come here are masters and some are mastery. And, like the narrative goes, many of us came here to help those people do that. And we do that at these times. She's,
I watched a news thing and I think I sent it to you. I did. On the news in Ireland, they interviewed a man who says he is the last, gosh, I can't remember the name he used, but that he was the last human that was part of the connection between, what did he call them? Little people, leprechauns.
mm-hmm,
He was the last human connection that spoke to the leprechauns in Ireland, and he said, "What when he dies, like that'll be it because his son's not interested." And then he said he's hoping somebody else will step forth that has those abilities, so the leprechauns will continue to have like a human bridge.
I'm sure there's many people that do
Yeah,
it.
but it was absolutely, but it was on the news, Todd.
Oh, it's on the
On
news.
It was on the news, Ireland's
Wow.
news.
How crazy is that?
So, that's going like this is all going to well, I guess it slowly is anyway, but that man, an old man, in his late 70s, talking openly to TV world about I'm the last living
I love that.
in Ireland that has this connection with the leprechauns, and where it should pass on to my son. My son's not interested. I'm hoping somebody here in Ireland will step forth and be ready to take over that role on the normal TV.
That's wild.
Mm.
That's
And
wild.
when the presenter started making fun of him, he nipped that in the bud with the fastest, funniest, like, shut up. You know,
Leprechaun. Leprechaun
yeah,
rebuttal.
yeah, total rebuttal. And this man was left like with nothing more he could say because, he used him as an example for, well, everyone thinks you're real or your opinions are real. Or so, it was something like that. It was so clever and instant.
Wow.
He didn't go on there to be ridiculed or laughed at. And when this guy who was interviewing him said one thing, he said, well, same as you. Everyone thinks everything that you say is real. Yeah, it was something really instant and really, really clever, very powerful. Mm, yeah, very cool.
Mainstream.
Yeah,
We'll see Marita Bat Shashan on the news. We'll see hung on the news with her dragons. I wouldn't doubt,
yeah,
wouldn't doubt that.
yeah.
I love the fact she's using AI. Because with all the whatever about it, all the opinions, all the fear, it's all God's
Well,
substance.
she's bringing visions into a reality that there's code that sends it those visions then get sent out to everyone else as well. I mean, it's
Mm.
utilized like that. It's incredible.
Mm.
I don't know much about it, but that first one she sent me today, my eyes welled up. I felt like all this explosion in my body. It was like igniting something. It was, and we've had lots of dragon experiences. This is something a bit different again.
Well, you bit me. So, and this
I
didn't
think
just
in
start
July,
today.
I scratched you, didn't I? Which
Yeah,
looked nothing like a hand scratch or anything at all.
it looked so different. You asked me where I got it after you
Yeah.
did it just a few hours earlier. I wouldn't have believed it, but I saw it on my chest.
No, but it didn't look like fingernails. You can understand. I thought you must have snuck out while I was sleeping, being attacked by a bear or something. Oh dear. All right.
Well, this didn't start today either.